Hello, everyone. My name is Kate Tierney. I am Tracee Dunblazier's audiobook narrator for her Conquering Karmic Relationships. And I am thrilled to be part of this release party. And it has been just a pleasure working with her. I can't say enough great things about her and her insights into her book. And I'm so happy to be sharing um, a couple excerpts for you today. So, what I'm going to be reading is Changing What I Do Doesn't Change Who I Am, and also Walking Away from a Long Career. Um, okay, let's just go ahead and begin, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about it. Um, Changing what I do doesn't change who I am. The awareness we have of the subtle connections to others and our environment gives us potential power in any situation, if we will harness it. No matter your situation or circumstance, there is an option of ease to making necessary change, regardless of how daunting. You have only to be open to the possibility of effortlessness. This is the lesson karma seeks to teach. Jobs, places of employment, living spaces, activities, and hobbies don't define us. They simply give us an opportunity to inspire and express who we are. When we are required to change any of them, it can be difficult and deeply tumultuous, especially when we perceive these long-held circumstances as extensions of ourselves. These life changes will offer us the circumstances to become better. Now, what I like about Tracee's books is that she will guide the reader through some self-exploration with itemized bullet points, and that'll help delve deeper to help the reader delve deeper to find the answers they're looking for. So in this next little section, she says, take a few minutes to write down these things from the past 5 years and how they express an aspect of your character. Jobs, places of employment, living spaces, activities, hobbies, and entertainment choices. So with that, you may not have thought about some of these areas to look into, and once you start writing about it, you might find some deeper insight into yourself and how you're feeling. And because of what we're going through right now with the pandemic, I wanted to do this excerpt called Walking Away from a Long Career. And I could relate to this because we just about a year and a half ago moved across country from New York to New Mexico. And I always knew in the back of my mind I wanted to do voiceover. Have a background in acting. And and then I kind of fell into audiobook narration. And this is actually my second book with Tracee that I'm doing. And, with the pandemic that we're going through right now, there is some good we can take away. I know it's been a horrible experience for all of us, and some more than others. But we have been given a gift, in a sense, to just sit back and reevaluate ourselves and what we want out of life. And sometimes, we've been forced into a situation like this pandemic where we've had to give up, long-standing careers, or have decided on our own to just leave and try something different. So let's see what Tracee has to say here. Walking away from a long career, the kind of loyalty, or at very least, attachment, that is inspired through spending 40 hours a week doing the same thing with the same people is potent. So when you must walk away from a long-standing career, regardless if you are fired, pushed out, laid off, retiring, invited somewhere else, or flat out quit, the lens through which you look is paramount to your ability to move forward. The idea of our work life ending at a certain age is a cultural one and does a profound disservice to living a long and healthy life. Today, there are approximately 500,000 people over 100 years old living on the planet. Out of the estimated 7 billion here, that's a substantially low rate. Spiritually speaking, death does not exist, only transition and transformation to other planes of existence. It is my experience in working with death, dying, and the dead, again, all concepts of the physical realm, that people at some point, consciously or unconsciously, choose to continue living the work one does in the world as an important factor. When you consider this expanded vantage point, it offers the opportunity to discontinue looking at life as something that happens to you and open to the idea that it happens for you. Every change and challenge you transform is a karmic clearing that offers you the freedom to create a life you feel good about every moment of every day. Often in my line of work, I see people relate to the karmic wheel as something that we endure, incarnation after incarnation, suffering on planet Earth, all until we finally graduate to live in some other magnificent dimension where there's no pain. I experience the purpose of karma as the structure we offered within which to learn that true power is only something we're given when we are able to respect it in others. Pain is the process that teaches love, compassion, and awareness. The key to living a long life is how you relate to and embrace compassion, power, and equality while living on planet Earth. Recreating your life always means an upgrade in some way. The universe has a way of breaking things down that aren't working to their most basic elements. It is in order to rebuild them in a new and better way. Even though this perspective may appear obscured from view, remember, the life you have is a result of your spiritual history, your current environment, and your present circumstances. You are empowered by your awareness and choices regarding them. Very profound. I love all the insight that Tracee gives into life, and especially when she talks about death being a transition instead of something that, you know, it just seems sort of, I don't know, abysmal the other way. When you think about death and dying, we have a kind of a morbid way of looking at it. And if we look at it as a transition, that we're just continuing on to another realm, it makes life so much easier. And um, accepting when our loved ones go on. And I don't know, she just has a great insight. And I just feel so privileged to have had this opportunity to narrate her books. And I hope you will also check out Heal Your Soul History, Activate the True Power of Your Shadow, which is going to be out on Audible in August. So thank you so much for joining us today. This has been a pleasure, and thank you all for coming. I am very grateful, and have a wonderful day. Thank you, Tracee.